Lalitha.
Jai Gurudev, Chechi.
Before we start,
Yeah.
Guru Vandana.
Okay, sure.
It is Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Parada Paramarthaya Shuddha Jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namah. Guru. So, Jai Gurudev Lalita.
Jai Gurudev.
Welcome to this session of Wisdom series.
Yeah.
And to those who are viewing, now we are dealing with the language of the heart. The language of the heart is published in 1992 August and starts with a very beautiful poem. Gurudev says that the creation is a celebration of your presence. Everything in the universe is you. The heart resonates with the universe, with the creation, with everything in the universe. And we feel the bliss. To the Art of Living family members in Kerala, Lalitha, they need no introduction, no?
Oh, yeah.
But still, on a formal note, Mrs. Lalitha Venugopal, she happens to be the first Art of Living teacher in Kerala. And she has the fortune to meet Gurudev during 1992 August. Incidentally, The Language of the Heart is also published in 1992 August. This deals with, just like the title, what Gurudev talks about, the way the heart resonates, the way the heart responds. Just dive into the deep depths of silence. The bliss of gratitude and experience the universal love within us. And then we experience the language of the heart. The silence, the love, the gratitude, and the presence. Then the presence is the most important, is it not?
Exactly.
And the presence is what makes us feel all this.
Yeah.
All the love, all the sensitivity, and enjoy the creation, as Gurudev says in this poem.
And for that,
and how
you have to come to the heart.
Yes.
And herein he says how it is possible to come to the heart. It's an amazing book.
Yes. And we dive deep into the depths of our being to experience the language of the heart. Yes, Lalitha.
Yeah. I'm so happy to be here talking to all of you. And this is one of the most amazing books of Gurudev. And I just love this book. Because the year I met him, the same year this book was published, and I have read this book so many times. And this has really, really kind of created a big impact in my life. So first of all, I will do the Guru chanting, and then we will discuss about the book. Okay? Jai Gurudev. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. Guru Sakshal Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Pranavartaya Shuddha Jnane Gamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Gurave Sarvaloganam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Nidaye Sarva Vidhyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Chinmayam vyaviyat sarvam trailokyam sacharacharam tatpadam darshidam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Mannada Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Madatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
And the language of the heart begins with a wonderful poem of the Master. Master, who is living with the divinity every moment, he says, I can see the divine in the leaves, in the stem, in the root, in the unseen root too. It is all you, and you. And you know, again he says, you know, he can see the face of the divine.
Yes.
In the roots, in the leaves, in the stems, smiling, dancing, laughing, and singing.
He himself is a divine.
Exactly. And now he says, what is really the language of the heart? It is kind of, you know, complete bliss and total silence, wherein no words are required to talk to. Communication happens in total silence and bliss. And if you have to come to the heart, you have to drop the mind. The mind which has got, you know, kind of ego is there, conditions is there, mind keeps oscillating between the past and the future and bringing upon our own concepts, the likes and dislikes. And the mind keeps, you know, talking to you all the time. You like this, you don't like that, I like this guy, I don't like him. And so many things coming one after the other.
Yes.
And the mind, you know, when our mind is all the time chattering, you cannot come to the heart. True. So again, he says, Gurudev says, if you really want to come to the heart, you have to be aware that your mind is going for a long journey. And once you are aware, instantaneously, you come to the heart. You know why? You become very, very grateful to the divinity, to all that you have in your life right now. You become so grateful, then all the grumbling, complaining, everything drops off.
That is why it says fullness of gratitude.
Exactly.
When the heart brims with gratitude, the heart blossoms.
Yes.
And everything is there. Everything comes to us automatically. The universe gives us everything.
Everything automatically.
And we experience the divine.
Exactly. And again here he says, you know, Gurudev says, our mind has got this habit of blaming oneself and also others. I'm good, I'm not good, the other person is too good. All these things you have to completely drop. The complete chattering of the mind has to drop completely. And again, Gurudev says, you know, the mind loves to glorify the past. Wow, the wonderful past for 5 years. You know, so many good things happened in my life many years back. And again, you are kind of dreaming about the future. Oh, again, after 10-15 years, oh, I will be great. And all these foolish thoughts will not allow one to know the divinity, to know the divine, because the divine dwells in our heart. Yes. So how to come out of this, he says, how is it possible to come of this mundane routine of the mind going for a walk every moment? Gurudev says, yeah, you do your meditation, you do your pranayama and your kriya. Instantaneously, the mind comes to the moment. And once the mind comes to the moment, you are in sync with the divinity within you. And the moment you are in sync with the divinity within you, you cannot but be grateful to all that you have received from the divine. And from here starts the language of the heart, which is the language of the master, he says, within quotes. And again, Gurudev says, for the master, the entire universe is his own family. He is able to communicate with the trees, with the plants, with the animals, whatnot. Why? Because he is dwelling in the heart all the time. If you are not able to communicate with the nature, the trees, then you are not a master at all. And again, he says, many, many masters have come to the planet. Why have they come? Just to make you aware that the divine dwells within you. You don't have to go outside to see the divine.
That is such a wonderful knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. So here Guru says, the divine dwells within you, within oneself. And for this, your mind has to be still. You have to be in tune, in harmony with the nature around you. And that is his greatest blessing, Sudarshana Kriya. We have all noticed, is it not so, my dear friends? After we do the sadhana and the meditation, we are in that space of total gratitude. In that space, you are only happy. You are absolutely blissful, and you're all the time grateful. This is what the divine is.
Yes.
So the more you come to the heart, all the divine qualities within you will begin to blossom. And here again, Gurudev says, when you are in the heart, you are very simple, you are very natural, we are very loving, we're absolutely caring and completely free. You are not bothered about other kind of people's comments, whatever. No, of course not, because you are in sync with the divinity within you, which is always bliss, absolute bliss. And to know this, we can just observe our own Gurudev. He is all the time in sync with the nature, in sync with the divine. And he says, you too can be the same. And this is what he wants from us. He wants us all to be in the heart, being aware that the divine is well within you. You don't have to go anywhere else. It is right here, right in the heart. And here also, Chichi, Gurudev has given a wonderful story.
Yes.
And when God created man, God had a big trouble.
Yes.
Because the
I
man,
remember that.
yeah, and the man, went on telling God that I want this, I want that. And again, all the grumbling, complaining, so many things happened.
Yes.
And
it's natural, for
exactly.
Something which we do not expect or rather foresee happens to us, immediately it's the nature of the mind. Immediately the mind starts complaining. Yeah. Immediately the mind starts finding fault.
Yes.
And we just get immersed.
Exactly.
We will not be aware.
Yeah.
That awareness goes away. Right?
Yes.
Instead of we dropping the mind,
the mind becomes the boss. The
and
mind becomes the boss.
Yes.
Yeah. And here he says that it is a great story. And Gurudev says that the God had a real tough time because the man prays to God, I want this to happen. Please come in front of me. Okay, then God decided to appear in front of me. Then he says, you have come so early. Come on, you go back. Not now. You can come some other time. Then again, this guy will keep praying, come on, God, come appear in front of me. I want you to fulfill all my desires. Then what will happen? Of course, the God will take some time to come and appear in front of him. Then he will complain. I have been praying for this much time and you have come so late.
Yes.
And finally, he was in a big mess. God didn't know what to do because, humans are pretty clever. Even if the God goes to the moon, he will be the first person to be in the moon.
Yes, Gurudev says that.
Gurudev says that. And now what happens is, God was completely confused. And now God meets the wise man. The wise man, you know who the wise man? Enlightened masters. So the wise man whispers into the ear of the God, hide in the heart of the man. You know why? Man will never look in the heart for you. He is so busy looking outside, here, there, you are there, you are here. He will never look into his own heart. 1 in a million will do that. And as we have come to the Master, we have all started doing that. Is it not so? Right? After the Kriya, after the meditation, in spite of constant repetition of our beloved Gurudev, we have started the journey, looking into the heart.
Yes.
And this happens each time you do you kind of, when you put your 100%, when you do your Kriya, your meditation, you are going to the heart. Yes. You are more and more going to the heart, and you are getting out of the mind with all the cravings and aversions. Is it not so, Jayashree?
Exactly. And once, for whoever it is, once the divine love touches you, you are a changed person. Whether you know it or not, how the outside world perceive you to be, you're totally changed. Someone has talked about that.
Exactly.
I remember that. Exactly. But just once is enough. Once is enough.
Exactly.
You're totally changed.
I know.
Because it is a divine with whom you are connecting.
Connecting with the divinity.
That is where the heart is. Your heart is getting connected to the divinity.
Yeah.
Just once is enough. You're totally changed.
Totally changed.
Yes.
And the more you come to the heart, you dissolve completely. And you are full time in sync with the divinity, with the divine around you. And the faith just comes to you because you are in constant tune with the entire nature. And then comes all the divine qualities will begin to blossom. And life takes a big turn, Gurudev says. Life takes a big turn. The way you see things, the way you kind of perceive, observe, express in life, everything will change. You're absolutely engrossed in the present moment. And again, he says, our mind is so complex because the ego enjoys the mind to be in a complex state. Ego doesn't like simple things. So when our kind of mind is always chattering, you are in the hands of the ego.
Yes.
And the more you are in the ego, you cannot come to the heart. It is impossible. Because for each and every word, you want proof. How come it is that? How come it is like this? But the heart needs no proof. Why? Because it is sheer 100% you are experiencing the divinity within you. That is the Master himself. Like Chechi, in the initial days in the ashram, when we used to visit him in the kutir, just total silence, not a word from the Master, but the love and the silence and the, that kind of divine love which we all had experienced, we can never forget in our life.
It's
amazing. Amazing. Yeah, of course. And that itself will bring a lot of transformation in people.
Yes. That is communicating in silence, communicating with the heart, whoever there is.
Yes, whoever it may be.
Yes.
Whether it is a big person, small person, education, it's nothing in front of
them.
Nothing matters. Or all these conditions are made by the mind. And we are getting soaked in the mind that we are not able to come to the heart. And the more you are in the head, you cannot know the divine at all. Maybe in theory, in questions, okay, You might get some answer, but you will not be able to experience it. So, when you are in the head all the time, ego is ruling you, you can never be simple, you can never be happy, you can never ever be natural. All the time, you will be stifled. Oh no, this kind of feeling will exist all the time. So here Gurudev says, drop it all, drop everything, you drop everything. Because the most important thing is the language of the heart. And again, he says something really beautiful with a story. This is something which we all should listen. Here he narrates the story of a disciple and a master teacher. I hope you have read that. It's a wonderful, beautiful story, and wherein we can observe our own mind. Is it not so?
Yes. So and there is also a lesson to be learned.
Exactly. There is a big lesson to be learned. Big lesson to be learned.
So please listen carefully.
So here goes the story. So the master and the disciples so very busy doing good work for the entire humanity. Every day they will get up early, go for the work. And it so happened that the rainy season started. So it is not possible for them to go for any work. So the master said, come on, doesn't matter. We will go to our hut. And their hut was on top of a mountain. So the master and the disciple, they go to the hut, and to his dismay, whose dismay? Disciples' dismay, he finds the half of the hut has been blown away by the wind, torrential downpour. And this disciple became very angry, just like us. Is it not so? How dare you do this to us, God? You are so merciless. See this, that. He went on complaining, shouting, full of anger. Oh, this. But just observe the way the master responded. This is what Gurudev says. Master felt very grateful to the divine. And he was in utter prayer and meditation. He was thanking the Lord. You know why? Half of the hut was made safe for us, my dear Lord. We are extremely grateful to you. Otherwise, we would not have had a space to sleep. So I am so happy about it. And he started dancing, enjoying, and meditating. So here Gurudev says, see the attitude of the two, the master and the disciple, how the mind goes for a journey. Here, the disciple got completely under the control of the mind, grumbling, complaining, anything, any unpleasant event happens in our life, we often even curse the divinity, complain, oh, I am such a great person, how did this happen to me? I am such a wonderful person, how did it happen to me? It's all foolish.
And the mind, during that time, instead of being positive, look out for good things, look out for divinity, look out for divine love, the mind immediately slips into the negatives.
Yes, exactly.
Mind sees only the negatives at that point of time.
Exactly.
Mostly.
Yes,
unless we are aware, as you said, Gurudev says, with the sadhana, with the meditation, with connection with the master, with connection to the divinity, and listening to the heart, listening to the silence. Otherwise, the mind, what happens is, as you said, as Lalitha ji was saying, the mind goes in for a journey. But what journey? Into the negatives. What all things are not happening? What all things are not there? What all things I need? What all things are happening to me?
Exactly. And again, here our beloved master says, just observe the master's attitude. We should be like him. Always being grateful for all that has been given to you. This is what life is. And like our Guru always says, don't get caught up with the events that is happening in your life. You are much more than the events. Events will come and go. Good events, maybe unpleasant events. Everything will come and go. Doesn't matter. Let it come and go. You just be a witness, because you are more than all that. You are the untouched. he always says, you are the fountain of the divine energy. Niranjana. This is what you are. Once you are aware of that, come what may, any experience, you will never get carried up. You will be so centered and settled, in tune with the divinity, that you cannot complain in your life. And you know, all the events that is happening to us is for our own self growth. The more you go through pain, the more you realize that there is none other than God for you. He is the be all and end all for you. That is the Guru. That is the Master. No relationships. Nothing matters. It is the language of the heart that matters. And this comes when you are in total harmony with the Master, with the divinity that is within you. Then you become fully aware that I am the untouched consciousness. I am Niranjana. When you know, like Guru always says, you are Shiva. Shiva means what? Absolute innocence. And this happens when you are in tune with the divinity, when you are in total harmony with everything around you. And this happens the more you live in the heart, Chichi. And this happens through your sadhana, through your meditation. That's why Guru has come to our life. And he's constantly reminding you, come on, man, wake up. Come on, wake up. Don't get caught up in the upper chamber. Come to your heart. You have a heart. You are so beautiful. You are Satyam, Shivam, and Sundaram. Once you are aware, you can never be what? You can never be what, Gigi? You can never be ungrateful. You will be welling up with gratitude. Every moment in your life, you will be full of gratitude to the divinity for all that he is doing to us every moment in our lives. And the more you are connected to the divinity around you, things falling in your life will also slowly change. In fact, today I happened to see a video of Gurudev, wherein he says, when you are 100% contented within.
Yes, I also saw that.
Yeah, you don't have to decipher anything. Divine knows what is best for you, and that will just come to you.
Yes.
So there is no room for any complaints, being totally ungrateful. It will all just vanish. It will all vanish in thin air.
Yes.
It is just the change in attitude of the mind. And this change in the attitude of the mind,
whether we should train the mind.
Yeah. That is, like here he says that first step is you should be aware that at times you are being, at times in your life, you kind of, kind of complain too much in your life. I don't have this, I don't have that. Today I happened to watch a video wherein Gurudev says, once you are happy, completely settled and contented, when you don't complain or grumble about life, about the events that is happening around you, you are at peace with yourself, you are happy. All the desires will begin to manifest, he says.
Wow, such a beautiful knowledge.
Everything will come to you, everything, because that's the way of the divine.
Yes.
He wants us to be happy at all times. 100% settled. And this happens only when you come to the heart.
Yes, to see a smile on everyone's face. And just see, Lalitha, the knowledge is so beautiful. I mean, it just directly gets into our heart-rending, we say. Heart.
Yeah.
And now I'm rendered speechless.
Exactly. Because, this book is amazing. I can't explain in words. It is a great book wherein Guru always keeps telling us on one thing: come to the heart, see the divinity within you. Divine dwells within you. Don't go outside looking for God. He is there. He is taking complete care of you. Why are you bothered about the events happening in life? Let it come and go. Doesn't matter. No, divine is taking complete care of you. So be happy.
And only that we have to realize that. We have to be aware of that. Is it not?
Exactly. And this comes, you become aware when you meditate more.
Oh, yes.
You know, like we have to do our Kriya every day and also meditation.
Yes.
It's a must.
Yes.
And how you do it, that makes a lot of difference. The way you are 100% committed to sadhana, it is like being completely grateful to the master. To make it very short, when you do your sadhana, sit with that 100% gratitude. God has given me everything and I have a guru in my life. Come on, I'm going to do it 100% with my heart, with happiness, that gratitude. You should do it with complete gratitude. When you do your sadhana with 100% gratitude, the grace will just come. It will come. It has to come. You don't have to bother about it.
Yes, that gratitude brings in everything. Is it
Yes.
not? The heart blossoms
Yes.
with gratitude. Love flows.
Yes.
And grace flows.
Everything.
Yes, that's how everything comes to us. Everything happens to us.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And now Gurudev defines about God. Who is this God? He says, God is that power ruling the entire creation. There is not a single space in this universe without the divine. You can take a look at the entire creation. The trees, the plants, the human beings, the mountains, everything. God is, He is everywhere, omnipresent, 100% everywhere. The same God dwells within you too. Inside you, Shyamala Chechi,
Yes.
inside us, everywhere.
Everything.
He is within you. And once you have this complete experience that I am in constant tune with the divinity within me, our life, our mind, the complete attitude will change.
And we start perceiving, we start seeing, we start experiencing that divinity, that love in each and everyone around us, each and everything around us. Just like in that poem, Gurudev says, the leaves, the flowers, the trees, and we start enjoying, celebrating the nature, celebrating life, celebrating the divinity in us.
Exactly.
Celebrating ourselves.
Celebrating ourselves, to make it very short. And again, Gurudev says, for a guru, the entire planet is his own. There is that love for each and every one around him. In the same love, we too should have, because being in absolute love is our true nature. We have that love within us. Gurudev says, love is your very existence. This happens when you become fully established in yourself, that divine dwells within you, you cannot be but like your master.
Yes.
It will just come automatically because you are in tune with him. When you do your kriya, when you do your seva, everything, you're constantly in tune with our master. And he does everything for you. When we stop complaining, when we stop grumbling, the more you complain, the grace will not come to you. Why? Because you are completely stuck with the head. You are completely stuck with the ego. You cannot come to the heart. The moment you come to the heart, the mind dissolves. It will just dissolve. And then you become completely hollow and empty like our Gurudev. And then again, Gurudev says about the doubt. It is so beautiful. Mind loves to doubt about the goodness in others.
Yes, that's what Gurudev says, no? When somebody tells you, I love you, oh, do you really love you? And when someone says, I hate you, you simply go, accept it.
Yes.
I think that's the nature of the mind. Is it not?
Yes, exactly. And now here our Gurudev says, we should only doubt the badness in others and trust the goodness.
Wow.
We just do the reverse. We kind of doubt the goodness and trust the bad. Now he's like that, okay, he's like that. He's angry, okay, he's angry. He is a myself, pakka, he's a myself. But now Gurudev says, come on, you shift. Do the shifting. Then only the language of the heart will blossom. So, kind of, you now doubt the badness. When you doubt the badness, what happens? You will definitely trust the goodness. Then a major shift happens in an entire environment where you are in. The way you perceive things, the way you observe things, the way you express, the way you talk, every form of relationship will begin to blossom. Your heart will begin to blossom. And this is the language of the heart. And again, Gurudev adds, being in absolute silence, full of love, is the language of the heart. Then again, he dwells on the mind for our own benefit. Gurudev says, people have room only to complain. He says, all the people who are married will always complain that they were much better off when they were single. And all the single people will be longing to get married. Oh, only if I got married. So he says,
so this is running after happiness, right?
This is, exactly. This is really kind of 100% running after happiness. You always complain for what you have and also the things you don't have. So this is really not good for you. So come out of all these habits. Come out of all this. Don't complain. Don't grumble. Be grateful. And this happens when you go more and more inward to your heart, where the divine dwells. And this is the language of the heart. And in the book, somebody is asking a question to Gurudev about evil. Does evil exist in this planet? Gurudev says no. He just ties a knot and shows the people, this is stress. This knot is stress. This is not evil. Once you untie the knot, then you're a happy person. So this is actually the knots that is making you behave in a particular way. And when you untie the knot, you come to your true nature. And that true nature is loving unconditionally, being happy unconditionally, no complaints, no grievances, always being grateful.
And that is where you are with your source.
Yes.
Going into the source, the core of your being.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. You are in touch with your true nature. Yes. That is the divinity within you, the godliness within you. And that is our Gurudev.
Such a wonderful knowledge session. So beautiful. As I said, at times I'm rendered speechless. And everyone should read this book. It is such a fantastic, such a beautiful book. And Lalitha has explained, has talked to us so nicely. I mean, explained so well, went into the depths where we start enjoying, where we start experiencing the language of the heart.
And this is an amazing book, and my life has also got transformed, Chechi. At least I have read this book, I don't know how many times. And each time you read Gurudev's books, some new things come up.
Yes.
And you learn a lot, you understand a lot, and you go more and more into it.
Yes, every time you read again and again. So every time you read the book, every time you listen to Gurudev's tapes, something different happens in each
Unseen dimension opens up.
Every time.
Yes.
Everything is so deep, so lovely. I mean, filled with love of Gurudev, that everything changes within us each time.
Exactly.
Each time
Exactly.
things change within us.
Because our Guru is the real epitome of the language of the heart. So, whatever he conveys, it touches the seventh layer of our existence.
Yes.
That brings the transformation. In any word, in anything he says, Guru Vani, whatever he says, you get completely transformed.
Right. From the audience.
Okay.
The first one is, when we are very clear, this is our path, but conveying to others becomes difficult. So, what to do? This is the question.
You don't have to convey anything. Your sheer presence should kind of, make them come to the path. Like the manner in which you interact, you talk, the way you live, the way you convey ideas. And, just follow all the golden principles of our master. The 5 golden principles. There is nothing more than this in this universe. Everything Gurudev has talked in those 5 golden principles. Accepting people, never being a football, opposite values are complementary, never find wrong intention behind other people's mistakes. Present moment is inevitable. This is all about the language of the heart. Herein he says, unless and until you come to the present moment, you cannot realize the divinity within you. So this is such a profound knowledge. So once we are committed to our sadhana, once we are 100% committed to the seva, then automatically all the golden principles will begin to manifest from within without any effort. But if we are not practicing any of these, then when you go and converse with people, they will not receive you. Why? They will be somehow, all the people in the world have got intuition. So when you go near them and talk to them, they will get a feeling, this guy is talking like a marketing talk. He's a very shallow person.
Yeah.
So
that is you. Yeah. You show the people.
Yes.
How? By your words.
By your words. And Chechi, the same.
And the way you live.
The way you live. And Chechi, Gurudev had told us the same principle those days, early days in Bangalore ashram and also Rishikesh.
Wow.
Yeah, when you go and talk to the people, first you should have the conviction that this knowledge will transform them. The first thing is you should be convinced. And if you are convinced, right words will come at the right time. And don't worry whether that person will come for the polls or not. It is up to the divine to decide.
Yes.
You be completely free, relaxed, settled, and talk from the heart. The language of the heart will bring miracles to the people.
Another question.
Yeah.
Though intellectually we know the divine is a creation, when we go through tough situations, we cannot comprehend this wisdom. What to do?
Again, there is no other choice other than to meditate, to read his books, listen to his knowledge. And the more you listen to his knowledge, that knowledge will make you settled. I am actually talking from my own experience. I have also gone through a lot in my life till this. All these years, I too have gone through a lot of hardships. Even after coming to the master, of course. But now there is a lot of difference, When you do the kriya, when you do the sadhana, when you kind of listen to the knowledge, that uplifts you, Chechi.
Yes.
That doesn't affect you. Whatever happens, we know that this is just a passing phase.
Yes.
This is happening only for my own growth. This will not be the same forever. Everything is changing. This is such a profound knowledge.
Yes.
The same knowledge was told by Sri Krishna, Anityam Asugam Lokam. Imam Prapya. What is the next sentence? Bhajaswama.
And there is this video of Gurudev, no? Secret of Secrets.
Yes.
Yes. He talks about this.
Yes, exactly. So once the thing is, you have to get completely established in the knowledge. Gurudev always says, only the self-knowledge can uplift you at all trial times. Even if you are 100% in the intellect, you will have to come to the heart. The divine will somehow make you come to the heart, giving you some hard experiences in life. And then this will give you the strength that I can go through this. All this will just come and go. I can go through this.
And there is one question. Like you were saying, Gurudev says, drop complaints, drop grumbling, drop the frustrations. So are we really able to drop everything like that?
Even if we are not able to drop it 100%, if you take the effort with His grace, it will happen.
Yes.
The thing is, we are not willing to take the effort. We will say, okay, drop. Then we have a feeling we have completely dropped to Gurudev, but then that me, doership, my family, my son, my daughter, what will happen to that feeling is there? That is not complete surrender. When you completely surrender, it is all yours, no, Chechi? Our family, daughters, it's all.
And when we completely surrender, the dropping automatically happens. It never sort of troubles us. The grumbling won't be there. The complaint won't be there.
Nothing will be there.
Only the love for the master will be there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then there's a last question.
Yeah.
Can you share your experience when you were with the mind and when you transcended to the heart? And what is a change which you have observed?
Yeah, definitely I can tell you with regard to my daughter. As a mother, I had this Ashina about my daughter, Putreshna. Oh, daughter, full time. And if kind of something happens to her, it will affect me more. Then this Ashina really put me in real trouble. This used to give me kind of very, I used to feel very sad. Then finally, what happened? Every day, my sadhana and my prayers to my Gurudev gave me that inner strength. And that prayer was so strong. And Gurudev gave me the right knowledge at the right time. And now I can tell you, my dear friends, I have 100% surrendered my daughter at the divine feet of my Guru. Now I am completely settled. And I have actually no stress regarding my daughter.
Yes.
Completely gone. Whether she is healthy, unhealthy, going through some stress, whatever, Gurudev will take care.
Yeah,
the divine will take care.
Unshakable faith.
Unshakable faith. And this faith happens through our 100% committed sadhana. Sadhana brings faith. And this sadhana 100% connects you to the master.
Yes.
And this is very much required in our lives. This will give strength to kind of, handle any stressful situation in one's life. This is how I have come out of it.
Yes, and in that's my experience also. In those kind of situations, we start feeling the presence of the master within us.
Yes.
And that is his strength. What more is needed?
Exactly.
that firm conviction. That's what Gurudev says in one video here.
Yes.
Today, I think we have watched that.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
with the firm conviction that the divine will take care of us and is taking care of us every moment.
Yes, very
Yes.
true, very true. And this, we can really kind of feel it. You know, his presence is with us every moment. I hope I have answered all the questions.
Wow, thank you. It is
And you
such
know,
a wonderful session.
yeah,
Enjoyed it thoroughly. And those who are listening, they must also have enjoyed it thoroughly because it's such wonderful knowledge, such beautiful knowledge. It is the real language of the heart.
yeah,
It just comes from the heart.
it comes
you know,
from the, yeah,
because it is Guru. We are talking about Gurudev.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel so fortunate and happy to talk about him. And this is something I can never say that I have had enough talking about my master.
We just go
about my
on
Guru.
and
Go
on
and on.
on and on. There is
Yeah.
no stopping.
There is no topic. So I'm so happy to be here with all of you. And may the grace of the Master be with you all the time, always. And be focused on your sadhana. Be happy. Come to your heart. Don't get stuck with the mind. And if you feel you are getting stuck with the mind, as our beloved Gurudev says, do your meditation. Completely focused on him. And be aware that I am getting stuck with the mind. Immediately a shift happens and you become extremely grateful for all that you have received from the divine. And let us all be happy all the time and have a great, wonderful journey with the Master. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. So thank you for being with us and thank you for this beautiful session.
Thank you, Jechi.
And I'm also so happy to be with her, with you all. And thank you, Priya, for giving us this platform, for giving us such a beautiful chance, wonderful chance for this seva. Thank you all. Jai
Jai Gurudev.
Gurudev.